Hello everyone, Fred here from the CC Network, and as you can see, the channel has hit 500 subscribers! It's crazy! I know that's a growth of 100 subs a year almost, and to many that would be considered incredibly small, but to me, that's an incredibly massive achievement. I never thought I would ever reach this, and I don't care how long it's taken. It shows that, hey, people actually want to see me make videos on these here interwebs, no matter how small the audience. And I thank all of you who have stuck with this channel and seen it grow, or those who have recently come along and started realizing, this guy's got some good stuff. Hopefully I can continue to give you guys the stuff that you know you expect from me. Which is why this video is a lot longer than it actively should be, because I have a lot to get through. Because not only am I going to be saying thank you and shouting out some YouTubers and some people without whom I would not have been able to get this far, but also to show everyone, what my 2016 goals are. We're about 8 days into the new year, and I haven't really outlined what I want this channel to achieve in 2016. So, let's get right into that then, shall we? Now, when it comes to these thank yous, don't get angry if I don't mention your name, because if you're one of the people who watches my work, you are already doing enough, and thank you so much. But these people, whether they are people who are great friends of mine, people who've inspired my work, and people who are just out there being awesome anyway for watching this stuff, it's just enough. I really can't explain how grateful I am, despite the fact I'm doing that right now. But nonetheless, there are 3 people who, first off, I want to thank you immensely. And they are 3 people who I've met on YouTube who are fantastic people, and the people who I most regularly talk to after all this time. Rico H3, Raylot2, and HGL30. All 3 of you. You are incredible people who I've had the most fun talking to over the last 2 or 3 years. It has been sublime to know you all, and in the case of 2 of you, go to WrestleMania with, which was incredible, and I feel very annoyed how 2 of you are going to WrestleMania again. Then again, I'm not going to WrestleMania this year, but hope you all enjoy it nonetheless. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have the muse and desire to come up with ideas and keep doing this, because people like you are who I continue doing this for. The same goes for Largest 85 and Final Limits, because you 2, you're awesome. We don't talk as much as we should often talk, but we come up with ideas, we throw Q&A questions at each other like there's nothing to do, and you have been loyal watchers of my content for some time, and I appreciate all you've done to help grow this channel and keep involved with it as well. Then there's a person who knows, because you're watching this, I bet. Joe frickin' Butler. You've been watching since you were Habashme back in the early days of this channel in 2010. You've been watching since the beginning, and I believe you are still around here somewhere. And I thank you for your continued support. You may not always be there, putting a comment out every now and again, and still showing me Q&A questions, which is great, by the way. And inevitably, if it wasn't for you and other people's support, I wouldn't still be doing this. Then I'd also like to shout out to a few people who have inspired the content of this channel and have made it better as a result. First off, on the wrestling front, Good Mic Work and Mark Pearson. Both of you are effectively the 2 whose my content has been based on the most. Mark Pearson, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have started YouTube, and wrestling reviewing in general, so I thank you immensely. And Good Mic Work, to put it bluntly, you are simply the best at this out there right now in terms of reviewing, analysing, everything in between, and I wouldn't have done audio versions of what I do if it wasn't for your work either. And keep producing that content. In fact, if you don't watch Good Mic Work, you're missing out on the best wrestling analysis outside of an insider professional on the web. Enough said. Then, on the other side of the wrestling front, I have to thank 2 to 3 others. The British Fist and OKayfabe. Now, in the British Fist terms, yes, Dan and NJ aren't producing as many videos as they used to, which is a very sad thing, but I can't deny the support that both of these men have given me since I've come onto YouTube. They've been great friends, great to talk to, they know their stuff, and they are fantastic people. I thank you. And Connor, You are a funny guy, and it's fantastic to hear of all of your success with OneWrestling.com and your turn in turning your channel into a multi-content entity. I don't know who inspired that, it could be me, who knows? But I love that you're doing that, and I can't wait to see what else your channel has going forward. And it's great, and I hope that one day we can do that damn collaboration we've talked about for the past 2 or 3 years. I'm not tooting my own horn, but it's something I really would want to do. Whether you're open for it or not, it's up to you. Then, on the rest of it, there is only one man who I can thank for my decision to go onto a multi-content route. And that is Josh Scorcher. You, my man, are the single reason I am doing video game content, anime content, My Little Pony content, and countdowns. You are the single biggest thing that has changed this channel from a wrestling ranting channel into an analytical review site thing that does multiple different things. If it wasn't for your videos, I would not have had the desire or inspiration to branch out and become really good at what I am. So, I may be a small channel and you may dwarf me, but you are the single reason I am where I am right now in this content-making sphere we are stuck in. And I thank you immensely for it. Who else is out there? I know there's a lot of you out there. I don't know who else to thank. It's difficult when I actually thought about it. But all of you who I've said, and all of you who I haven't mentioned, who are out there, enjoying what I do, and enjoying everything that influences what I do. Inevitably, you are all fantastic, and I cannot thank you enough. But now it's time to get to the 2016 goals. And it may just suddenly get a lot brighter in here. Seriously, it's really dark all of a sudden right now. I want 2016 to be a year that I upload more videos for you guys. I know I say this every damn year, every time I reach a subscriber feat like I have done, which now somehow have coincided, but I don't upload enough for you guys. This is a multi-content channel and I want to get more to you. Then again, I've been delayed by a multitude of problems, especially being a one-man production machine, which will inevitably stop me from getting things out frequently. It feels like some of you don't really know when I'm going to upload something anymore, but if you want to know all that, Twitter and Tumblr are your best friends for that. Go follow or sub down in the description box below by clicking the links. That means then you will not forget or not miss whenever a video comes out from this channel. And speaking of which, I want to show you what my goals for the channel are this year to make sure it reaches optimum potential. First off, it's a very simple one. Get CC Anime off the ground with the launch of its first piece of content. It's been 2 years and I haven't done it, but now I've actually thought of a way of putting that content to use, and my footage sites are back up and running, which means, for guaranteed, this year will be the year it begins. And I hope to have these episodes starting by the spring, hopefully. I have to get the promo video out first, which is still in production as we speak. Nonetheless, on another anime front, I want to actively announce this countdown coming in August, the top 10 Studio Ghibli films countdown. Why? Because simply, Studio Ghibli, as of this August, will be 30 years old. Not in terms of actual formation, of course, but the release of their first film, Laputa Castle in the Sky. And I want to get a countdown out to acknowledge this incredible feat, and to show everybody how much I freaking love this studio. And that hopefully will be out in August, not the 2nd of August when the film was released, of course, but later on when I can get it finished. Hopefully, nonetheless. Anyway, on the video game front, all of you who watch Wind Waker, you enjoy watching me completely make a tit of myself playing a game I absolutely enjoy. But this will end by the end of the year. It takes ages to play through episodes and record them, and I haven't had the time to do any in the last month or so. And there won't be any this month either, because I'm trying to get Rider Goes Over up and running, and it's not going to be easy to do both at the same time, with this voice wearing out like it has done recently. And inevitably, I want to finish Wind Waker by the end of the year, because I announced it in 2014, I started it in 2015, and now I have to finish it 2 years later than I planned. Ugh, not good. But nonetheless, that will be a great thing to do. And speaking of Rider Goes Over, I want it finished before 2K17 comes out. Primarily because once 2K17 does come out, anything that's 2K16 becomes old tat and no one gives a damn. But the thing is, the way I'm uploading the videos very, very frequently, after I start recording them this week, it should mean, hopefully, that I should have a very good long-running but very, very quick uploading series for all of you to enjoy. So if you are waiting for 2K17 and you want something to tide you over, Ryder Goes Over will be the job, and you know where to find it, right here on the CC Network. Now, for the CCMLP content block, for all you bronies out there, you know that all of this stuff that happens on this is content that is made through countdowns. Okay, you all know it's all countdown now. I said that about 2 months ago, and if it wasn't for throat infections and various other things, I would have had the first countdown out by now. It's almost done, it's almost ready, and it should be out by the end of the month. Hopefully, if not, it'll be the beginning of February, either or. And the thing is, here's a little bit of a challenge for myself. I want to release all of the best and worst episode countdowns before Season 6 starts. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, that's a lot of countdowns. That's actually 9 of them, if I wanted to put it bluntly. And inevitably, I have to get them out before Season 6 comes out, which doesn't have an actual date. It could be in 2017, which means I should have them all out by the end of this year, which will be great. It may mean Season 6 starts next month, and I therefore have no content. But then again, that's the challenge of it. Can I work in a streamlined way that produces this content quick? That's the challenge, you see. And you see, another piece of news I want to break to you all. I'm going to be uploading this year, anytime this year, there's no date for this one, but the top 10 worst MLP characters. I have loved the reaction I got to my video that I released over a year and a bit ago now, which was the top 10 MLP characters countdown. I have loved how people have come to that one. So hopefully a sequel will do everyone justice, and hopefully explain some quote-unquote admissions that people think I should have put in that original one. There's no date for when that one comes out, but it will be coming. That's all I can say because I've already written the script. All's well and good, right? Now, on the wrestling front, I have some news to break that I will not be doing any more predictions videos, because I've got, as you heard, I have a lot of content to make, so the predictions videos just don't really seem worth it. If you want to go see the predictions, go to the CC Network blog at Blogspot down in the description, you'll find them there, because I can write them up in an hour and it's fantastic. Then, I have Friday flashbacks to get to. And that is because I'm going to be releasing one a month from now on, and it will start this upcoming week. And that's a good thing. But the thing is, my goal is to keep to that and release 5 Friday flashbacks this year, just to ensure that I've got the schedule down. You guys know how much I love making them, and how you, those of you who have watched, love recapping all these wrestling events. And just to think, there's going to be something special coming once we hit 10, so that's why I want to release 5, so I can get to that special 10th video that starts something off quite nice. Now, this is a special goal that not a lot of you would think. It's not even attached to anything. It's a CC Network one now. And the thing is, this is a special one. I have had a countdown planned for the last 2 years. I have not yet been able to really put it into fruition, but I now have a date for it. This countdown is coming December 24th next year. Not next year, this year. Got ahead of myself there. I forget we actually are in 2016 right now. And it will be the top 10 Disney films countdown. Rico, you know this is coming to you for a Christmas present. As for all of you, it's a Christmas present from me as well. I'm already going to be talking about Studio Ghibli in a countdown this year. Why not Disney? Why not? It doesn't make any sense why I wouldn't do the best of Japan with the best of Western animation all in one, right? And that's where I want to go. I want to make that countdown work. And hopefully you will all enjoy it as much as I have had so far watching films for it. It's been quite fun, mind you. Now, this isn't the last one I want to do, and it's the one that I think will get the most controversy. I want to start a Patreon account. Now, you all are probably thinking, whoa, you have very few subscribers. Why the hell do you want our money? Well, the thing is, I'm not going to talk about it here. I want to do a Patreon account, but I don't want to almost seem like I'm begging. I want you guys, the people who watch my content, the people who tune in and making videos on my end so enjoyable, to openly discuss with me what you want from this channel, whether it is in helping produce the videos by coming up with ideas, or wanting more regular Q&As through this, or a myriad of other possibilities that I haven't even thought of yet. You guys are the ones who help me make this content. I want you guys to be more involved with the channel, and there's no other way of doing it than you putting something into it to then get something out of it that you know is yours. And that's what I want, but I don't want to talk about it all now. I want to talk about it later on in a video coming in the next month or two where we can all talk about it, you can all comment, and you can help me come up with ideas for this. Because it's what I want to do to help this channel grow, and inevitably, as I'm working as a freelance video editor outside of the YouTubedom, I want to justify a reason to continue it, and make sure that my free time doesn't get completely swamped. You know, I've done this for a long period of time, I have a lot of professional qualities that I've gained from doing this, and I want to ensure that this CC Network isn't seen as a hobby anymore. It's a legitimate part of my portfolio. And you all know I believe heavily in that. So hopefully with that, you guys can then become part of this big machine of mine that has been my personal pet project for 5 frickin' years. I want you all to be more involved. I want you all to be much bigger in this than you are as watchers and sometimes contributors and the like. I want everything to grow. And it won't grow unless you all get involved as well. So there we have it, guys. This video may have taken about, 10-15 minutes, but who gives a damn? And hopefully you all are happy and looking forward to what the CC Network brings out in 2016 and beyond. I have been Freddie Thomas, you have been 500 strong, watching, and I thank you all for getting me this far, and hopefully we can all work together to make things better this year. Cheers everyone, have a great weekend.